What's up, my loves? My name is Millie. Welcome into this collective reading. We've got quite a specific message for you guys here. So I was getting the song "It's Only the Beginning" by Deborah Conway, and I was also getting the confirmation angel number of 444. So stick around if that's your vibe and if that resonates in any way. I'm getting this really like I had to light some incense and kind of like change up the vibe, because as soon as I pulled these two cards, the energy shift was palpable. Yeah, you are being initiated into something that is absolutely Spirit saying it's like you're in the vortex already. Yeah, so the initiation could feel like it's a vortex and it's propelling you into perhaps like a magical mirror, a different realm, a different way of being. It's shedding your entire old self, your old perspective, all of the old skins that you may have worn that may have like protected and surrounded you at times. But there is something here around like you are absolutely stepping into your power. And with the transformation card at the bottom of the deck, I would say that a lot of you are in the thick of it at the moment. Yeah, and that's probably why Spirit's called me in to do a reading. All right, so we're going to use the Light Seas Tarot. In regards to that song, I would definitely say that you guys should look up the lyrics around this song. Yeah, they're quite long, so I won't read it all to you. But there's some stuff about like playing hide and seek. There's stuff about daisy chains. There's feeling like there's a line here about you're on the right track, but it's only the beginning. This could be the love of a lifetime, even if it just lasts a week, or just the sweetest daydream. There's a lot here. Yeah, a lot here coming through with this energy. So stick around if you're interested. Definitely give this video a like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. I'm definitely trying to get the channel up so I can go live for you guys. All right, showing me the energy with this initiation. What do I need to see here for the collective? Spirit's saying for a lot of you, you are feeling supported throughout this initiation. And generally when you're being initiated into something, it's under the guidance or tutelage of someone else. So I do feel like a lot of you have got some kind of like a mentor or mentee of some kind. High Priestess, Emperor, Knight of Swords. Yeah, see what you've learned, or what you're learning, or this initiation, it's taking you through cycles that potentially, you know, lead to you leaving things behind, people, places, things that no longer serve you, no longer align, no longer fit. Spirit saying, ooh, hello. Hi. Okay, for some of you, this vortex, this initiation, it's the beginning of a relationship. Okay, for some of you, that's absolutely what this is, and like put this energy where it fits for each of you. For others, this is personal progression, personal ascension stuff that's at play here. And what I am seeing is that you're very Spirit saying determined and steadfast in what you're determined, what you're willing to sacrifice and what you're willing to leave behind in order to find this sense of fulfillment, this sense of accomplishment that you are. Spirit saying you've set your sights on it. So this is what I'm getting, right? Like you can actually see the possibilities. You can see through this magical mirror. You can see, or you have a sense of where this vortex is taking you, where this portal is taking you, like what this initiation is going to take you into. And it's definitely something that you're being Spirit saying it's elevated into. There's a staircase here, there's steps that need to be taken in order for you to ascend, to arise. And in order for that to happen, there will need to be things that you cut away, people, places, things, thoughts, habits, whatever the case may be. There will be things that you need to leave behind in order to do that. Spirit saying willing sacrifice, necessary sacrifice, like you completely understand Spirit saying it's the cyclical nature of life. You completely understand that in order to step into this, you're going to have to leave some things behind. You have a deep understanding of that. What I'm seeing here is Spirit's bringing in like this little... Okay, so what they're saying to me is like, and it's super weird, okay, what they're saying is there's a special celebration that's happening that you didn't actually see or you weren't expecting as part of this, but it's like a checkpoint celebration. Something like that, like you've not yet achieved exactly where it is that you want to go or what it is that you want to achieve here. But there is a... Spirit saying there's levels to this initiation. That's what this is. There's different levels to this initiation and you're passing them. For some of you, you're passing them like quite quickly. I'm hearing rapid succession. And unfortunately, for a lot of you, it seems like the success is when you step away from these things that are holding you back, when you step away from these things that aren't completely fulfilling in a multitude of different ways, but you recognize it, is what Spirit's saying. Anything that you're keeping yourself tied to that doesn't serve you, it's not only hindering your progress, but it could even be preventing you from reaching completion. Yeah, see, Knight of Cups, Death card, Three of Swords. It's initiation through pain. Most initiation is through pain, but that's what this is. Okay, what they're saying to me is this is a preliminary. What you're experiencing now is it's all being prerequisite for what's about to come in. What's coming in here is a test. It is a test to your commitment. Yeah, are you committed to taking each step that it takes to achieve this higher level of consciousness, this higher level of commitment to oneself? Are you going to take all of the steps that it takes to get you to this point where you can then step through this portal? Because there will be a final test. And the final test will come in the form of a person or something that will be challenging for you to prioritize yourself above, is how Spirit's presenting it to me. This energy is bringing illumination. It's bringing some form of inspiration to you. It could even feel at this point in time like seeing with that rapid succession piece, yeah, look at this. In the Knight of Swords, there's two people on this horse. This is a weird deck. It's a good deck, but it's a fucking weird deck. There is something here around, in order to achieve this, in order to complete the transformation, in order to have attained the next level of initiation, Spirit's saying, you must learn how to be of service to self before all else. There is something within this that is really calling into question your dedication to self, your commitment to self, and also your desire to see this through to the end. Yeah, because it's something within this that's telling me that there will be a challenge that you come up against that is very much going to test every step that you've put in here, all of the hard work that you've put in here. And when these tests come in, they're generally in the form of like, for some of you, this is a shadow coming up from the past. For some of you, this will be something that you thought you'd put away, you thought you'd locked away. Yeah, and it's like a skeleton emerging from your closet. For others of you, it's going to be painful and challenging in the way of that it pertains to other people in some sense, and it pertains to people that you care about. What I'm seeing here is there is a level of... We've got to go back to what they were saying, yeah, where like, there are necessary sacrifices that need to take place in order for you to get to where you're going. And you see that. You recognize that. You have a deep understanding of like why that has to come into play. I just saw 1111 on the timer there. So trusting in your angels and your ancestors and your guides, and also in your soul and your spirit to just know the way home and to know which way to go through this is definitely going to be key, because when this challenge arises, it's definitely going to be something that you have the maturity and the capability to overcome. Yeah. You also have the resources to overcome. Spirit saying there could be something within this that destabilizes you, like physically or financially, in some sense that could be the challenge. Yeah. Whatever challenge arises here for you, it's part of the initiation process, is what Spirit's saying to me. So trusting not only in the process, but trusting in your ability to overcome all of these challenges, and also your discernment throughout this process. There is something here around like you having a deep sense of control, and also a deep connection to your intuition. Yeah, following that, and again with the fucking stairs. Yeah, it's taken a lot of steps for you to gain this level of trust, this deep sense of knowing about what your intuition is telling you and then what you're going to do with it. Yeah, there is something here that's telling you for most of you, there's a desired result, or there's a promised result. And that's the driving force behind this. Like, you know where this initiation is taking you. Again, they're bringing this through where like you can see to the other side. You can see what's on the other side of that mirror. Some of you perhaps had been like a little bit hasty or hadn't completely closed out like cycles of the past with this like skeleton in your closets kind of thing coming through. It does seem like it's something that gives you pause. It makes you pause in your current plans or your current progression, and it gives you like a little moment where you just turn back and you reassess. Yeah, there is something within this that's very much telling me, and again, like Spirit's saying it's quick procession. You move through this quickly. So if you've been feeling like you're in this cycle of having to sacrifice, having to say goodbye, having to give up, having to let go, you know, of really having to like give of yourself and of your soul and of everything that you've got left, yeah, now it's coming to the time where the wheel is going to turn in your favor. Yeah, and then you will be in this receptive energy, and like waterfalls are going to be significant for you guys. There is this receptive piece coming through where there's the fucking star. Beautiful. Yeah, look at this. Look at this destined pathway that you're on. There is definitely something here that's telling me that you know which way to go. There's something that's telling me that you have met all of these challenges thus far and met them with flying colours. Yeah, passed them with flying colours, Spirit saying. What I'm seeing here is that this is... I just filmed a reading for Virgo called Darkest Before the Dawn, and that's just popped into my head. You may want to check that reading out. This is what Spirit's presenting to me. It's like the final challenge before the big celebration. That is how this is coming through. King of Cups. There's the Four of Wands. There is a big celebration that's coming through here for you. Okay, what Spirit's saying to me here is that for a lot of you, this receptive energy is that now you're able to receive healthy, balanced, reciprocal emotions. You're able to recognize where in the past you kept yourself tied to relationships, situations, circumstances, all the rest of it that didn't fit, didn't feel right. You felt like there was some injustice to that situation. What Spirit's showing to me now is like, for some of you, it feels like all your ships come in at once, and it could be a little bit overwhelming emotionally. There could be like some sense of like this initiation, whatever this has brought you into. This could be a really big deal for like the rest of the people that have been involved in this as well. Like they could be really celebrating that welcoming peace with you. There is something here that's telling me that the spotlight's on you at this given point in time, and it's on you for a reason. There is accomplishment here. There is this sense of like, Spirit saying not only having passed with flying colours, you've done something for extra credit. That's what Spirit just said. You've done something for extra credit. You've done something that wasn't expected or wasn't even a necessary part of this. I'm running out of time here. This is something that's new. This is something that's extra credit. This is something that's earned you. And it feels connected to that last test, but there's something that you either surprise somebody with or even surprise yourself with. This energy is whack. The way this comes through is like, at this given point in time, it could all be like doom and gloom. Yeah, there could be a lot riding on this that's telling you to not act or behave in a certain way, or to take these steps, or to do whatever it is, or to like go through the magic mirror to find the magical world on the other side. But you have a deep, deep intuitive sense of this being the right decision for you, and it's going to be something that's celebrated. Spirit keeps saying extra credit, extra credit. All right, I'm mindful of the time, my darlings, so I am going to just close out with reading these. Something about the sunset as well is going to be powerful. And also Spirit was saying as well, right, like pay attention to lions, particularly those of you that are lacking courage, calling on those sun gods, and waking the lion within is definitely going to be key for you moving forward, in particularly those moments where you're really starting to lose or you get up and go, or whatever kind of word I was trying to think of then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. All right, whatever you're going through may seem confusing, overwhelming, or complicated, but it is in fact a sacred initiation. On the other side, you will reach a new level of competence, mastery, and success. As adolescents, many of our ancestors underwent ceremonial rites of passage, gravely challenging rituals that marked their transition from childhood to adulthood. For example, they may have been blindfolded, led into the forest, and forced to find their way home. Or they may have been separated from the rest of their people in the wilderness to show that they were able to fend for themselves for a prescribed length of time. Upon completion of such challenges, our ancestors were celebrated. They took on new responsibilities and were granted more privileges. Most importantly, they were seen as fully realised adults worthy of admiration, inclusion, and respect. While most of us don't live in cultures that perform formal initiation ceremonies, we still go through periods when we level up in one or more areas of life. Often these phases can be viewed as initiations. This is particularly true when we go through times where we feel that we are metaphorically blindfolded and forced to clarify or redefine who we are and what we stand for. It seems you are going through such a time. You may feel uncertain, like your future or the outcome or your current circumstance is completely outside of your ability to predict or foresee. Or you may feel that you have been abandoned, neglected, sabotaged, or forced to go it alone. Even though it's natural to feel worried at such times, this card has shown up for you to let you know that you are undergoing a powerful initiation. As best as you can, surrender to your current experience, allow yourself to dwell in the wisdom of uncertainty, and release your attachment to the outcome. Of course, take positive action when you feel guided, and whenever you notice yourself going into fear, bring your awareness to the present moment by focusing on your breath. Breathe deeply and relax your body as best you can. Then say a prayer, asking the divine to support you and carry you through. Allow yourself to feel the fear, and also do your best to steady yourself and move through this challenge with grace. This is the meaning of courage. You are ready for this initiation, otherwise it would not have appeared in your life. Upon its completion, you will discover that you are stronger, wiser, and more purposeful than ever before, and new portals of possibility will appear. Alright, and you guys got magic. At this time, you have an increased potential to awaken magic, to become more deeply aware of the mystery of life and your considerable power to create positive change. On occasion, we can all get caught up in the illusion that life on earth is boring, predictable, and mundane. While this perspective is nothing to be ashamed of, it's important to remind yourself that it is an illusion. Truly, nothing could be further from the truth. As a matter of fact, at any moment, anything can happen. Not only that, but when you connect with the desires that make your heart sing, you can consciously co-create with the universe to bring those desires into being. And even better, the process of manifesting your desires will help you heal and evolve in miraculous ways. Life really is magical, and so are you. Be sure to furnish your life with simple reminders of all that is magical, mysterious, whimsical, and transcendent. For example, before you turn your phone on in the morning, you might light a candle and a stick of incense and say a simple prayer of gratitude to the divine presence. You might also like to honor and celebrate the ever-changing phases of the moon. If you're a morning person, you can watch the sunrise. Didn't I just say that? If you're a morning person, you can watch the sunrise and ask the sun to infuse you with beauty and power. If you're a night person, you can bathe in the light of the moon and ask of it the same. Ask yourself, what will awaken a sense of possibility and passion in my life? Maybe you've always wanted to try your hand at poetry, or perhaps there's an area of the world that's been calling to you. Tune into your intuition and your heart's longings, and you'll discover clear information about what will open this portal to magic, and in turn naturally nourish your soul. Even if you don't understand why your intuition is leading you in a certain direction, honor it. For example, you might feel drawn to visit an art supply store, even while you have no idea exactly what you'd like to create. But you don't need to see the whole journey. You just need to see the very next step. This is a wonderful time because the portal to magic is close at hand. Awaken to it now, then step through it. This is gorgeous energy for you guys. Really, really gorgeous. All right, we've got a couple of minutes before the time is going to run out. So we'll just pull one from the talisman because it's my favourite at the moment. I'm seeing the confidence card here at the bottom of the deck. Show me what I need to see for this collective reading, please, Spirit. Just one. Healing energy. take a moment to reconnect with your true self. It's time to heal the wounds you might carry, dissolve the stress, and replace the negative energy blocking your radiant character. Little insecurities can become trigger points, so it's time to affirm our values and embrace our quirks. Sometimes self-examination can be scary and upsetting, but it also brings joy and rebirth. Healing deeper scars doesn't mean that the pain or harm never existed, but it will no longer control your actions. This tree is anchored and is absorbing the energy from the transmutation circle. You own the power of your own transformation, and you too can blossom with lush energy. Use this card when you feel drained and in need of healing power. Meditate with this card by envisioning growing roots similar to a tree going deep in the ground, tapping into the vast energy that the world is made of. Imagine luminous veins growing on you, reaching every part of your body. Your heart and your mind are now shining brighter. The light radiates out of your body and into space. This initiation is definitely bringing you into further connection with not only yourself, but that of the oneness of the universe. So definitely taking your time through this is going to be the way forward, but also like harnessing everything within you that knows that this is the right way and using all of that drive as you take steps forward. All right, Spirit's saying to just take a couple of cards from the light seers. I'm seeing the Ace of Wands all over your energy. I'm seeing the Lover's card. For some of you, this is, initiation into a relationship or initiation into a group or some kind of partnership. For others of you, this is definitely like just leveling up of oneself, and it's definitely intuitively led. You're definitely supported by the universe, and I think there's going to be a few surprise twists and turns. Spirit's saying again with that extra credit, like there are surprise celebrations that are happening or like incoming for you guys. Show me what I need to see. Fucking King of Cups. King of Cups and the Four of Wands. Crows are going to be significant for you guys at this time, particularly the sound of crows. What Spirit's saying is, for some of you, there could even be like worry around the celebration, or worry around like trusting in your emotions, being able to celebrate your emotions, or like trying to diminish your emotions in some way. I would cycle through this with as much patience as you can for oneself and leaning back on those divine supports, particularly that of the sun and the fire elements are going to be coming through here, is like really supporting this energy, particularly those of you that are feeling like a little bit like you're lost in the chaos of your emotions and things like that. For some of you, this is like a new level of emotional attainment that is quite unfamiliar to you. So as you're initiated into deeper levels of knowing oneself, knowing the universe, having this intellectual understanding of emotion and connection and all of the rest of it, as you're initiated into this, there could be this little sense of like trying to grapple with the mind space of like, how does this all then fit in? Trusting in the process, listening to the sound of crows is going to alleviate some of that feeling of frustration and stress. Like that's actually a proven fact. Like the sound of crows cawing is meant to alleviate stress and the symptoms of stress and frustration particularly. I would say congratulations to a lot of you, because look at this. Like, you're fucking celebrating here. This initiation is definitely something that was brought to you because you're ready. The steps that you've taken to get this far and to traverse as high as you have up your stairwell towards this. Sometimes it gets dark, sometimes it gets scary, but you just keep going is what Spirit's saying. And I really, really feel like this is going to come to a really powerful breakthrough for you guys and a really, really, really happy celebratory time. So I'm going to leave that one there. I love you guys, and definitely sunrises, sunsets, anything to do with the sun or the fire element is definitely going to be beneficial to you guys at this point in time. All right, my darlings, I love yous. Get into your creative energy and remember that this is all being delivered to you because you have the capability to hold it, to harness it, and to handle it in a way that's really going to be I keep hearing these like extra credit, hidden rewards, like all of this kind of stuff. So paying attention to what the universe is trying to deliver to you here, and remembering that you only have a limited perspective through this, from this perspective. Once you step through there, I think there's going to be like a whole new world that opens up for you guys. All right, I love you. Bye.